Hey guys, I am back with another one and I want to talk about this one. This might be shorter than the others. I'm hoping so. But I want to talk about this really quickly. I was reminded of this going through the story of Noah for the Bible study. And in Noah, it talks about the hearts of men being deceitful and being wicked. And this one comes up a lot, and I really want us to stop using it. I don't know if anybody ever said it's in a good book, but the Bible is definitely not a safe place for this. This did not come from the Bible, and this is not something that we need to rest our laurels on. Don't put your feet down on this one. We have a tendency to say it because we've been caught doing something wrong, and we want to let people know, no, I'm a good person anyways. Don't worry about what just happened. Don't worry about what I just said. God knows my heart. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of God knows my heart, because he absolutely knows your heart. And he knows that the thing that you said and did was in there. That's why it came out. We used to say all the time, a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind. It had to already be in there. When somebody gets drunk and they get to telling you a whole bunch of stuff and how they really feel about you, it was already in there. So let's understand that that's how our heart works. Let us understand that's how our intentions are leaked. We find ourselves doing stuff. We'll say something to somebody and realize that somebody overheard it. Oh, that was harsh, but God knows my heart. I ain't mean to hurt it. I ain't mean to hurt her feelings. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You meant every word that you said, every syllable you pronounced. You meant for all that to come out. What you didn't mean for is somebody to see it and disapprove. So I want us to understand the heart from God's perspective. In Jeremiah 17, it says the heart is deceitful above all. It's a liar. It's desperately wicked. Desperately wicked. That thing is extremely, overwhelmingly, at its very core, wicked. It is the center of your flesh. Of course, it's going to be wicked if your flesh is wicked. This is the center of it. This is the fuel for your flesh. The Lord searches your heart. It says that he knows it. He says he knows it. But what he says is he tries it. And he gives every man according to his ways, the fruit of his doings. So your heart is going to leak out in your actions. And so if your actions are consistently bad, consistently mean, consistently giving people a hard time, consistently evil, consistently wicked, that's your heart. So make sure that we're not trying to put a band-aid on bad actions by saying, oh, God knows my heart. He does, baby, he does. And that's what should scare the pants off of you. It should terrify you, because God understands that deep down inside of you, that at the core of you are all the things that you don't want to do, or you do want to do. You just don't want nobody to know you're doing them. When you find yourself wrapped in a bad relationship cycle and it continues over and over again, sometimes you change partners, but the relationship remains the same. Sometimes you move to new areas, but that work relationship stays the same. That neighborhood relationship stays the same. Something about it is always the same. Your heart, your intent is off. There's something on the inside of you that just continues to wrap you up in this same thing. And you need to talk to God about it. Instead of putting a band-aid on it and saying, oh, God knows my heart. I just keep arguing with these people. I can't stand when people talk to me crazy. And I keep arguing with him, but God knows my heart. I want to be a nice person. Stop wanting to be a nice person. Pray about it. The Bible tells us that God will give us the desires of our heart. For some reason, we think that means that God is going to give us the things that we want. In reality, he's going to put in our heart the desires that you have. But we got to make room for it by getting rid of this wickedness, this deceitfulness, this evil that is in our hearts. We got to get rid of that. And the way we do it is we turn it over to God. God, I'm finding that I'm consistently cursing. Every other word out of my mouth is a curse word. Oh, I can't keep it clean. I can't keep saying, God, you know my heart, because you know them curse words down in here. That's how they keep coming out my mouth. My heart is leaking right through what I say. I need you to do something about that. I'm in this relationship that I can't seem to let go of. You know my heart. You know I love him. You know I want to be with her. I know it's bad for me, but you know my heart on this. And I need you to help me out with this. I keep coming off harsh. I keep getting into arguments. I'm cutting these people up with my words. You know, I'm slick about the tongue. I'm slick about the mouth. I am good for saying what it is that I'm thinking. God, help me with my thoughts. Instead of consistently saying, well, God knows my heart. You still struggling with an addiction. Whatever the addiction is, you still struggling with it. Turn it over to God. Stop saying, well, God knows my heart. I don't really want to do this. That's cool, but let him take it so that you don't have to. That's important. Stop putting a blanket Band-Aid on this. We putting patches on stuff. Oh, God knows my heart. That's not good enough. God knows your heart. And that's why you sit here struggling and you keep getting yourself caught up in these bad situations. Test after test after trial after trial. It's because you're caught in this cycle and you need to let God in. You need to let him take it. So instead of saying God knows my heart, what we're going to say is, God, I was wrong in this action. And I need you to clean my heart. Give me a new one. Don't even clean this one up. Let me get a whole new one. Give me you so that I can take that on. So I'm not consistently wearing this thing and walking through this cycle over and over again. Stop knowing that God knows your heart and understand that he does. And that's scary because your heart is wicked. So ask God for a new heart that has the desires that he wants you to have in them so that you can break these cycles, break all this bad behavior that y'all keep excusing, and get rid of the Band-Aids. Y'all be blessed.